Stop living like your comfort is the point. It is not. Stop chasing self-esteem. Earn it in the dark. Stop asking how to feel powerful. Find something worth serving, because meaning is where real strength begins. You have been running, not toward anything, just away from the empty feeling, away from the quiet, away from the part of you that knows, the part that knows comfort is not enough, the part that knows none of this is working. And yet, you keep chasing it, the approval, the number on the screen, the moment someone finally sees you, the moment you finally feel like enough. You are waiting for that moment. That is the trap. That is exactly where you are stuck. Every need you have is hooked to something, and right now, most of them are hooked to the wrong things. You need certainty, so you stay small. Small feels safe. Safe feels certain, but safe is just fear with a clean name. You need to feel significant, so you perform, you post, you argue, you make sure people know, you make sure people see, because without that, you do not know who you are. You need to feel something real, so chaos finds you, or you find it, because numb is worse than pain. At least pain means something is happening. 3 of those needs hit at once, and you are hooked. You do not even know it. You just keep going back to the same patterns, the same loops, the same exhausting cycle, and calling it your life.
What is it actually costing you? Not today, not this week, a year from now. Still running the same loop? Still chasing the same empty feeling? Still performing for people who forgot you tomorrow? What does that cost? 5 years. Still no closer? Still tired? Still feeling like something is missing, but not knowing what? That is not bad luck. That is a choice, made quietly, every single day, by staying exactly where you are. Stuck. That is the word. Not unlucky, not waiting for the right moment. Stuck. And the thing keeping you stuck is not a lack of strategy. You have the strategy. You have seen the videos. You have read the things. You have made the plans. The plans did not fail. Your state did. Your energy going in was low. Your certainty going in was shaky. Your belief going in was already cracked. So everything built on top of that cracked with it. That is not failure. That is physics. You cannot build weight on a broken floor.
The story you keep telling, that is the floor. I tried everything. You tried some things in a low state with a cracked belief and called it everything. I do not know how. You know enough. You are not missing information. You are missing the fire to move with what you have. I am not enough. That one runs deep. That one has been living rent-free for years, quietly deciding what you do, quietly deciding what you do not do, quietly deciding what you are worth. And you have not questioned it. You have just let it drive. The one who has been carrying that voice the longest, hear this. That voice is not truth. It is a habit, a pattern your mind learned to protect you from trying and getting hurt. It is not you. It just sounds like you, and that is the danger. You believed it. You built around it. You made decisions from it, smaller decisions, safer decisions, decisions that kept you exactly here. And here is exhausting. State is not a feeling you wait for. State is a decision you make before the feeling arrives. The ones who moved forward did not wait until they felt ready, did not wait until they felt confident. They moved in the state they had, and the movement changed the state. That is how it works. That is the only way it works. You manufacture the certainty, or you live without it. There is no third option. Life does not hand you certainty. The ground does not steady itself for you. You decide the ground is steady, and then you walk. That is not naive. That is the only way forward. The ones who stopped waiting for certainty built it in motion, through failure, through the hard days, through the days where nothing worked, and they kept building. Because movement creates certainty more than thinking ever will, more than planning ever will, more than waiting ever will. You can plan forever, or you can move. One of those builds something real. Growth is not optional. Not for you, not for anyone. The moment you stop growing, you start rotting. Not dying, rotting. Still alive, still breathing, but smaller, quieter, less of what you were. You have felt that. The version of yourself that got comfortable and woke up 6 months later feeling further from the person you wanted to be. That feeling is not failure. That feeling is a signal. The signal that comfort has started doing damage, that staying still has started costing more than moving ever would have. What is bigger than you? Not bigger than you in a vague way, in a real way. Something that does not care about your mood. Something that does not. Growth is not optional. Not for you, not for anyone. The moment you stop growing, you start rotting. Not dying, rotting. Still alive, still breathing, but smaller, quieter, less of what you were. You have felt that. The version of yourself that got comfortable and woke up 6 months later feeling further from the person you wanted to be. That feeling is not failure. That feeling is a signal. The signal that comfort has started doing damage, that staying still has started costing more than moving ever would have. What is bigger than you? Not bigger than you in a vague way, in a real way. Something that does not care about your mood. Something that does not pause when you're tired. Something that pulls you out of bed, not because you feel like it, because it needs you. That is the question most people never ask, because asking it means answering it, and answering it means responsibility. Responsibility is heavy. Responsibility means you cannot coast. Responsibility means some days you carry more than you want to. And most people choose comfort over that weight, every time, every single time.
But the ones who chose the weight found something the comfortable ones never did. Not peace, not ease. Strength, real strength. The kind that does not break when things get hard. The kind that gets built in the hard. You do not find that strength before the difficulty. You find it inside the difficulty. You find it when the difficulty does not stop you. The hard moment is not the obstacle. The hard moment is the point. That is where the real thing gets built. Not in the planning, not in the preparation, in the moment when everything is heavy and you keep going anyway. Not because it feels good, because the thing you are serving is bigger than how you feel. That is what changes you, not the result at the end, the decision in the middle.
Fear will come. Fear is not a sign that you are wrong. Fear is a sign that something real is on the line. The ones who never feel fear are not brave. They are just not reaching for anything that matters. You feel fear because the thing matters, because failure here costs something real, because you actually care. That fear is not your enemy. That fear is confirmation that you are pointed at something worth the risk. The question is not how to remove the fear. The question is, what do you do while it is present? Do you shrink? Do you wait it out? Do you tell yourself you will try when you feel better? When the moment feels right? When you feel more ready? Or do you move with the fear still in your chest, with the doubt still in your head, with the uncertainty still in your hands? Because certainty is not the absence of fear. Certainty is the decision to move through it. And that decision, made once, changes what you believe you can do. Made again, builds something harder. Made enough times, creates someone unrecognizable to the person who stood here afraid.
Focus is not a gift. Focus is a fight. Every second, something is pulling at your attention. Something small, something comfortable, something that feels urgent but costs you nothing forward. And every second you give to that is a second taken from the thing that matters. This is not about discipline as a concept. This is about where your eyes go, where your energy goes, what gets your best hours, what gets your leftover hours, what you are actually building versus what you are just filling time with. The one who checks out every afternoon because the hard thing is too heavy and the easy thing is right there. That choice, made every day over 1 year, is the gap. The gap between where you are and where you could have been. Not talent, not luck, not the right moment. That choice, made small, made quietly, every single day.
Significance. That need never goes away. You need to matter. You need your life to mean something. That is not weakness. That is human. But the way most people chase it drains them. Performing for people who are not watching. Building an image that does not match the inside. Chasing approval that never finally arrives. Because approval from outside can never fill what is empty inside. The only way it fills is from the inside out. From doing hard things. From serving something real. From showing up when no one sees you and doing the hard thing anyway. Significance. That need never goes away. You need to matter. You need your life to mean something. That is not weakness. That is human. But the way most people chase it drains them. Performing for people who are not watching. Building an image that does not match the inside. Chasing approval that never finally arrives. Because approval from outside can never fill what is empty inside. The only way it fills is from the inside out. From doing hard things. From serving something real. From showing up when no one sees you and doing the hard thing anyway. That is where self-esteem actually lives. Not in how many people clap. In what you did when no one was watching. In the choice you made in the dark when comfort was right there and you chose the harder thing. That is the only place it comes from. Earned, not given, not built by what people say about you, built by what you know about yourself, what you know because you were there in the moment when it cost something and you did not walk away. No one can give you that. No one can take it either. Fulfillment is not personal. That is the thing no one says clearly enough. You cannot fill yourself up by keeping everything for yourself. Comfort kept, energy hoarded, effort held back until the conditions are perfect. That does not fill you. That hollows you, slowly, over years, until you look at your life and wonder why it feels like nothing, even though nothing is technically wrong. The emptiness is real, and it is not fixed by more comfort. It is fixed by giving, by serving, by finding something outside yourself, something bigger, something that needs what you have, and giving it fully, without waiting to feel like it first.
That pull, when you are living for something bigger than yourself, that pull replaces everything you have been chasing. You stop needing to be motivated because you are pulled. You stop needing to feel ready because the thing that needs you does not wait. You stop checking how you feel because what you are doing matters more than how you feel. That is not a destination. That is a state of being, a way of moving through the world, pulled forward, not pushed, not dragged, pulled by something real, by something that costs you something, by something worth the cost.
The ones who found that do not talk about it the way people who have not found it do. They do not describe it as peace. They do not describe it as ease. They describe it as weight. Weight they chose. Weight they carry. Weight that makes them stronger. Not despite the weight, because of it. And they would not trade it. Not for comfort, not for the easier version of their life, because they know what the easier version felt like. Empty. Quiet. Just existing. You know what just existing feels like. You are listening this. That says everything. You are not looking for rest. You are looking for fire. You are looking for something to point yourself at. That does not disappear when the feeling fades. The feeling fades. It always fades. Every time. The passion you felt at the beginning fades. The excitement at the new start fades. The rush of the decision fades. What is left when it fades? That is what you are building right now, right here, in the choices you make when nothing feels exciting, when nothing feels meaningful, when everything feels heavy. The choice to stay, made on the hard day, that is the real decision. Not the big launch, not the first step. The day it stopped feeling good and you did it anyway. That day built more than any good day ever could. Because what you build on the good days, anyone can build. What you build on the hard day, when the doubt is loudest, when the fear is heaviest, when quitting would be so easy, only the ones who stayed built that. And they know it. They carry it in a way that no external result can replicate.
Stress is going to come, not might, will. More of it, as the thing you are building gets real, as the stakes get higher, as more is on the line. The answer is not to remove the stress. The answer is to use it. Stress is just energy, unmanaged, wild, pointed nowhere. Point it. Use it. Let it push you forward instead of push you down. The ones who make it through the hard stretch do not come out soft. They come out certain. Certain of what they can handle. Certain of who shows up beside them. Certain in a way that does not need anyone else to confirm it. That certainty, built through the hard stretch, cannot be bought, cannot be handed over, cannot be found before the hard stretch, only inside it, only through it, only on the other side of it. And you will not know how hard you are until the thing that should have broken you did not.
This is the end of the searching. Not because you have arrived, because the searching was always the wrong direction. Searching for who you are, searching for your purpose, searching for the moment you finally feel enough. All of it pointed inward, all of it circling, all of it keeping you small. The shift is not inward, the shift is outward. Find the thing that needs you, not the thing that makes you feel good. The thing that needs what you have. Give it, fully, without calculating what you get back. Because what comes back, when you live that way, is not what you expected. It is heavier, it is harder, and it is the only thing that has ever felt real. Every loop that has been opened closes here. The emptiness that was never a flaw, that was the signal that you were built for more than comfort, than approval, than the quiet life. The significance you have been chasing cannot be performed. It can only be earned. In the dark, in the hard, in the choice to serve something real when everything in you said rest. The story you have been telling ends now, not because it was not real, because it is done. You are done living from it.
The strength you are looking for is already being built. Every time the hard day does not stop you. Every time the doubt speaks and you move anyway. Every time comfort is right there and you choose the weight instead. That is not a build-up to something. That is the thing. That is the whole thing.
You do not become someone and then start. You start, and the starting is how you become. Meaning is not waiting at the end. Meaning is in the moving, in the serving, in the choosing hard over easy, in the carrying weight that matters, in the staying when everything says leave. This is where power lives, not in the feeling, in the doing when the feeling is gone. Stop living like your comfort is the point. It never was. Start living like something needs you because it does. That is where you begin.